Hi guys, this is Fungo, and we actually have the legendary, the man in the flesh here, Guy Cihi, who is the voice actor of James Sunderland. And if you don't know that, then get out of here. so, um, you've never actually experienced Silent Hill before, have you? Like, actually played from beginning to end. This would be your first time. Yes?
Yes, that's right. It will be my first time to watch it play through. I have watched the movie that you made. I think you made that, right?
Yep, that was me. I edited together all the cutscenes and gameplay to make it seamless and so that people who are non gamers could see it. And it worked
Good.
because you saw
That's me.
it.
And I really like the way you mixed different parts to give it one very satisfying ending.
Oh, yeah.
So I sensed in you some talent, and that's why I'm here with you today. I've been thinking about doing a live stream of this game, a playthrough, and I've always known that it would be best if I actually didn't see it before, so that I
Yep.
could get my first reactions to it as much as possible, given that I have watched the movie.
Hmm.
And this is it. And please, if anyone's watching this, don't ask me to do this again because I'm not going to. This is it. There's going to be one. A lot of people know
There's only one.
the name Team Silent. And many probably think that there are four Team Silent members. Ito, Waku, Yamaoka, and was it Toyama? One more?
Yep.
And is it Toyama, the fourth?
Keiichiro Toyama was.
Yeah, okay. Now
He was the one who created Silent Hill.
there you go. But he had actually kind of tuned out by the time Silent Hill 2 came along. And there were four guys who auditioned us. That was Ito, Waku, one other fellow who I don't recall his name right now, and Yamaoka. And then every day on the set, during the mocap and the video work, which was extensive, because I've explained this many times before, I never think of this as a voice game where we went into a studio and recorded our voices. For me, it was an acting gig because I was on stage sets acting.
So it was more like acting out a play or a movie, even.
Exactly. For 3 months. Over the course of 3 months, that took place. So
see, that's actually more time than big Hollywood budget movies spend. Most of them do like 8 weeks, and
well, they're more organized, right?
Yeah, they are more organized.
They have schedulers and stuff. I was flying back and forth from Italy, so when I was in Tokyo, we would shoot on, and I'd stay for 10 days, so we'd pack in a lot of stuff. So I say it wasn't 3 months solid filming; it was over the course of 3 months. But in any case, every day on the set, Ito was there. I would say 1/3 of the time, Owaku was there. And
I figured you might have talked to Takayoshi Sato. Do you remember him?
Oh,
he
Sato.
He knew some English.
That was the fourth guy. Yeah, that was the fourth guy. So it was Sato, Ito, and Owaku. And I'm sorry.
I'm sure you remember Sato because he actually does know English pretty well.
Sato is the one who came every day. Gomenasai. Sumimasen, Sato-san. Yeah, Sato came every day. Oh, God. Thank you for clarifying that.
Oh, that's okay. No, it's a long time.
Yeah. And for me, he's the guy who was basically seeing what was coming and then filtering that information in terms of visuals, filtering that back into what could be done with the ongoing work back at headquarters on the puzzles and the gameplay action. So I believe the other fellow, maybe it's Ito, was involved with the gameplay design component primarily. Owaku's role was the writer, and he came in. He's the one who did all of that amazing research where he was able to reference Jack the Ripper symbolism and all that.
He was able to. He did a lot of research, I can tell. I'm actually doing a video right now on all the symbolism and references from Hollywood and other movies and media, like paintings. He even took inspiration from paintings, artwork, comics, novels. So he went so far as in his research that it's unbelievable.
This is
Um,
you're speaking of Oahu now, right?
yes, Oahu.
Wow.
Although
I mean,
Masahiro
what
Ito's
luck?
the
I mean,
artist.
think of the luck. Here's me. My daughter asked me to take her to an audition, and I hook up with these geniuses they're all introverts. I mean, you don't see them out in fan forums
Yeah,
crowing about the work they did,
yeah.
and yet they're so deep and they're so rich. Their work was so rich to have lasted all this time, and the dumb luck of me wandering in there. Kismet.
I have to say,
Well, we
Silent Hill
better
2.
get this thing. We better get this thing started, Dusty.
Yes,
'cause
we're
we
going to
got
start
a
this.
lot of gameplay here
Okay.
ahead.
Silent Hill 2 is a timeless classic, and that's, for one, the voice acting is real. That's the most important part. And thanks to you. And two is the story is very deep, very rich. There's countless replayability, and it's a classic horror game. It shakes your heart. It actually gets to your soul, unlike other horror games. So this would be one of the first and one of the only real, true horror games that really get you psychologically. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get this game started. We're going to go ahead and play on normal, I guess. I meant to do easy.
You should have done easy. That's how I would play it.
Well, there it is right there.
All right, so there's Sato telling me,
Sato's
okay, now
work.
imagine there's a mirror here in front of you. And you're looking in the mirror and you're kind of wondering what the hell you're doing. And you're almost not sure if you're real. And you reach to your face to see if you're really here. It's like you're in a dream and you want to touch yourself to see if it's real or not.
Perfect, yes.
That's the direction I got on that spot.
That's good direction, yeah.
Right, and a lot of people see that, and I've seen people comment that he seems to be not sure if he's dreaming or in reality. So it worked.
And they put a lot of work into this bathroom, I can tell. It was in the early gameplay demos. They were spending a lot of time just on that one part.
Yeah. Hey, this looks like the HD version because I can see the other side of the lake.
Oh, there's no fog.
There's no fog.
Where's the fog?
Where's the fog?
That might be in part due to the fact that I'm playing the PC version. It doesn't run too perfectly on PC.
I see.
So, the fog's right there. You can see it. It's just really far away.
You promised you'd take me there again someday.
Is this a cutscene playing? I should shut up, right?
Yeah, right now we're hearing the first part of the letter with Maria.
Okay.
I'm alone there now.
And here in a second, you're going to start talking about that letter.
Waiting for you.
All right, well, I'll shut up over these cutscenes and then you won't be able to shut me up later. I got a letter. The name on the envelope said, Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself. A dead person can't write a letter. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then, why am I looking for her? Our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place. Does she mean the park on the lake? We spent the whole day there. Just the two of us, staring at the water. Could Mary really be there? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
I have to say, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Good performance there. I'm gonna make a quick tweak to the settings. I think I should be able to do this anyway. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna break the stream.
Get
But
that map.
right away, I got the map to grab out of your car.
I know we need that.
Now, we can assume that most people here have played this game before, so spoilers are okay in my opinion. So go ahead and talk about what we heard. We heard that I think it was Ito that said that Mary was in the trunk here of this car. I don't know. What do you think of that?
Back seat. He said she's in the back seat.
And what do you think of that? Do you think that's...
It bent my mind. It changed everything for me. It showed me that these guys
thought things through, like things that they don't even show you.
They had ideas. Yes, they had ideas that were never disclosed, and for that to come out like 8-9 years after the fact, pretty much sealed the deal. If you add up the fact that the in-water ending is so beautifully constructed, and then her body in the back of the car is like, boom, okay, well, for them, that's the ending that their heart was in the most.
Yep.
I mean, that's where they put their greatest effort.
I think that pretty much does iron the fact that the in-water ending is the true legitimate ending if Mary was in the back of the car.
I wouldn't go that far, Dusty. I would say that they did understand the concept of having the multiple endings was something they really believed in. And in order to do that, they all have to be valid. But for them, they put more love and effort into the in-water because it touches a really, really heavy place in the psyche and heart of Japanese culture.
Oh,
her being in the back seat of the car was the key clue in that for me, you see. Now, in the trunk, that's a very American thing, but to put her dead body in the back seat, that's a very Japanese thing.
Yes.
And then to drive the vehicle into the water to commit suicide is entirely Japanese.
It's like that whole theme of atonement that is very strong in the Japanese culture.
It's called Muri Shinju.
And we got another cutscene here. We just ran into the first character in the graveyard.
Right.
And that is Angela, voiced by Donna Burke.
Yes, she was perfect for that part. Maybe,
and she's still getting a lot of work through Konami right now.
She's quite active. She's a very good singer. She's a pro, like Dave Shoffley in Tokyo, making her living from her vocal talents.
Just the artistic talent behind this pre-rendered cutscene that Sato did here. It's amazing. One man, too. I can't believe that.
If she had a slightly younger voice, I think no one would have ever questioned her
acting
for the part. But compared to the other talent they spoke to, Donna was the one who could be the craziest on demand, right? To have that split and to show so much hidden
she really showed off her talent in this.
Yes, everyone did. That's why, even though we might not be,
I think it's because a lot of this hits home for you guys. Like you can relate to almost all these characters in some way because it's the reality of human nature, basically.
Okay, I got it.
Well, plus we'd been through a lot in our lives that made us ready for that part. In my case, I had a very difficult first marriage that made me suicidal at times toward the end of it. So I really understood James's frame of mind toward the end of Mary's life, where she was giving him a hard time, probably, and angry at life and the unfairness of it, and wanting to stay with him and loving him and him loving her. And younger people will have a harder time understanding the complexity of the human psyche because they haven't yet lived all these things. But you live through a marriage where you have children and then it breaks apart, and you still can't, you hate, you love, it's all there together. You can't separate these things. And these guys tapped into that and created a fantastic story.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you could see that she right here in her acting alone, you can see that she's kind of lost and she's kind of drifting. She's not really there, and she does convey that really well in the acting. But people see that as bad acting, but no, that's the direction that she was given. She was given that direction. You need to be kind of not there. You got a lot of other stuff on your mind.
Yes, exactly. So now I've come into this world. I'm making this trek out of where the parking lot, I suppose, where I'm questioned whether I was in here. Now, by this point, this is all very real for me. Now, to get into Silent Hill, for some reason, I have to run down this long path. Is that because the normal routes are closed, or that looks like Eddie's van?
Do you know why they made this this trek so long here at the beginning of the game?
Well, I've heard that it was to force you to immerse into this world, and
That's
to
one
separate.
of it. Yeah.
What have you? What can you tell me about?
What I have been told is that they made it so that you have gone so far, you don't want to turn back. It's like, well, I've already made it this far, and it kind of reduces the temptation of ever going back. So it's kind of immersing you, like you said, and telling you that you've come this far. But I love it. A lot of people really did complain about the lengthy intro opening because at the time, other games like Halo, Call of Duty, those really popular games were out, and they were fast-paced, instant gratification games. But this one really kind of started slow, and I think it was hard for a lot of people to get into.
Well, if I had my hands on the controller and I was playing this the first time, I would probably think I'm supposed to stop and check things out all along this route. Yeah. Whereas you're just booking along down it, and because you've played it so many times. But I can imagine this little run through that you're doing right here, which might take only minutes, might have taken hours for some people.
Oh, you can't believe it. Most people still put about 10 hours into the game every time they play it, because there's just so much detail, so much to look at. So much to do.
But is there nothing to pick up on this route? There's no.
Well, there's health items, there's bullets, but other than that, no, there's really nothing. You can find the hyper spray if you look hard enough.
But don't you have to have played it once already to get that?
Yes, either way, you won't see it the first time through.
Yeah, I remember them explaining that to me. That well, after the game is done. Oh, it was about the dog ending. I didn't want to do it as.
You did it in Japanese, yeah.
Yes, I did, and I didn't want to do it, but they
said it would be funny.
Well, no, what finally tipped the scale for me was, as if I had a choice, right? But
right.
I think it was Sato said, look, this is only for people who've finished the game once or twice already. These are real maniacs. They're playing it again, and this is an Easter egg we're going to give them to reward them for replaying it. I thought, oh.
That's so nice that they do that.
Okay.
Most games nowadays don't.
That was nice of him to explain it to me, instead of the other fellow who shall go unnamed who suggested, well, we'll just record it with, I'll record it. If you don't do it, I'll do it. I was like, you can imagine that kind of mentality coming back later with the HD release. Like, gee, if he doesn't want to do it, we'll just do it ourselves. So that definitely was not part of the Team Silent mentality. That was part of the whatever over there.
Here's your first monster encounter. Oh.
Yes, I remember very well.
Did they have someone mocapping the monster for you? Was someone playing the monster?
No, I wish they had. It would have been better. And even this fence that I climbed through, they said, okay, you're going to climb through a fence or climb over a fence. Well, I'm thinking chain link fence. And
so you had to pretend the fence was there.
I said, well, just show me the fence. So that with their hands, they showed where the fence might be in space. there was no physical thing there. So I said, well, look, let's put this bar here, and I'll climb over this bar. And then it was easier for me to have at least something. But for them, budget-wise, the less material they had to put in the mocap studio for me to interact with. Oh, yeah, get him. Now, this monster, I have no remorse about.
No. It was self-defense.
Yeah. It's not human. I almost wish they had shown me a sketch of it before I recorded the audio, because I probably would have put more menace into my voice. Yeah. After that long run, to see that thing try and mug me, I would definitely whack the crap out of it.
and this is a really interesting part. On the radio, you can actually hear what sounds like a voice of a girl, and it actually says, "Why did you kill?" And it actually is Maria or Mary on the radio. Right at the very beginning, you can hear her saying, briefly and interrupted by static on the radio, you can hear her asking James why he killed her.
Yeah, it's weird. It's that number 9 moment from Abbey Road. Number 9?
Yeah.
Number 9? Play it backwards. I've seen a tape where someone took it and they re-engineered it and put it all together, and you can actually hear it's Mary's voice.
And that's so cool, because the first time you're playing, you don't know what it's saying and you don't know who it is. And then after you play it the second time, you'll listen to it and you'll know. Oh, you want me to fight
these things?
I'm sorry. Didn't realize how important it was.
Well, I mean, I'm playing it the first time, and these things come out. There's another one of those guys. I'm going to get it. All right, that's good.
Kick it. You got to stomp it, or else it'll get away.
Oh, is that right?
That's right.
All right, well, I'll leave it to your better judgment, but you don't seem to be too concerned about them.
Well, speeding past the monsters is the best way to get through this quicker.
Oh, okay. All right, let's do it. All right.
So it says remains. I just wanted to show you this. There's lore in Silent Hill. There's a lot of backstory behind the town. Right. This one actually obfuscates a few parts of the letters, and you have to actually fill it in yourself, the lore, and there's no way to take off the blocks there. So it's very interesting. It's like, I think what it's talking about is the executioners used to wash their tools in what was called Blood Swamp. And it's perhaps for the best that many people seem to have left the area or whatever, something like that.
Okay. So we know this place is creepy.
Yeah, so that right there gives you an idea. Yeah, this town has some creepy history. So
I can imagine wasting a lot of time or spending a lot of time.
You'd probably like this game if you actually picked it up and played it. I'm sure you or your kids, have your kids played it?
No. Nobody in the family's played it.
Are there
we
any?
played Mario Kart.
Okay, Mario Kart.
That's as far as I let them go at home, and who knows what they do when they.
So we come across the dead body here, which is kind of like, oh, what is that? And that's where we get the key for the apartments.
Ugh.
And right there is a little spook.
And there's Eddie's van again.
Yeah, Eddie's van is everywhere in this town. I swear, all they have are white vans and 70s Chevrolets.
Yeah.
But
all these street names. I guess people know these street names.
Yes, these street names people know pretty well.
And the shop names too.
Oh yeah, there's lots of lore, like especially where Eddie gets his pizza for one.
Oh, is that in the town? This pizza place, Pete's, or does he get it from the Bolorama?
Yeah, Bolorama is it Pete's Pizza? Was it Pete's Bolorama? And what was the name of the pizza? I don't remember. But there is a pizza place in Silent Hill. Does anyone have that answer?
Someone will text that for us. Chat in the chat.
I don't know why I can't remember.
Oh, right. It's on the box when he's eating it.
Happy Burger is one of the famous burger places in Silent Hill.
How'd you get through that gate? Was that with the key you picked up?
The key I picked up, I unlocked the door with.
And now we're in the apartment building, right?
Now, what I like here, and when playing with yourself with audio, you'll notice all the sound cuts out dead. So you right here, it's just staggering because of how quiet suddenly it is.
Oh.
So it's eerie. You know, you're in this abandoned apartment. It's really quiet.
Mm.
Then you start hearing some monsters down the hallway. There's one right there. Run by it.
Okay. I would have whacked the crap out of it.
Well, why aren't you playing?
No. All right. I'm going to reveal something. Oh, wait, no.
What's this?
That's Mary's clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Now
that's a nice little
flashlight.
That's a nice little psychological moment.
Ooh. Oh. Jesus.
What was that thing?
I noticed you stopped to beat that one up. Thank you.
I thought you would enjoy that.
Yeah. Do we have to come back to that room again later?
Nope, that's it for that room. But do you want to say anything? Comment about Mary's dress being there?
Yeah, that freaked me out. On a mannequin, and then there's like a two-legged mannequin right behind her. That definitely.
That's also a very psychological part of the story. Is we're seeing things from James's memory, littered throughout the town.
Well, I'll tell you, I can tell you one thing about James. I'll tell you several things about him while you're running through the hall. He's very deep, and the workings go very deep, but he's not in touch with all of those thoughts. He feels them in his gut, but they're not in his conscious. Oh, get the gun.
Yes, I got the gun.
All right.
Now, as you can see, it's in a shopping cart.
Yeah. What's with that?
And there are bullets everywhere. So it kind of gives you an idea that something really morbid happened in this room.
Oh.
So there's bullet holes everywhere.
Is this...
All
right, so now he's but ooh, is this where he sees
a key behind the bars? Yeah.
Ooh.
Pick it up? Sure.
Of course. This is a cutscene, right?
Yep. And what was the who's the voice actress that plays Laura?
Ooh.
I forget her name.
Me too. Maybe someone will text it up for us.
But she does a pretty good job in this. I remember you said that you actually brought your daughter in for the audition, right?
Yes.
For Laura. Well, at least you got the part. I bet she was pretty jealous about that.
No, not at all. I think she kind of figured it out during the audition that it wasn't right for her, so she didn't have any feelings of anxiety about.
Right here, you hear a really weird noise of a guy screaming, it sounds like.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we're about to actually encounter someone you know very well.
Okay. Well, the thing about James I wanted to point out is he has... Oh. He has the ability to see this thing through those bars and not stop looking for Mary. He has...
It's foreboding, yeah.
He has what you call... what's the right word for it? He's dedicated and relentless at the same time. He won't give up. He's like a marathon runner.
You know what I heard here, which is very... Sorry to interrupt, but this corpse here is actually James's model, and they did that for a reason. That's James right there, the model for James, so...
Sitting in front of the TV. It's
I think
like that
symbolic.
Yeah, like that television where he later on in the game realizes what he's done by watching that tape.
Now, that red thing is gone.
Oh, it's gone the second time?
Yep, it's gone now, so no point
I bet that freaked out a lot of people when they first saw it. It's just...
Oh, it freaked me out. I had no idea what that was behind the bars. I was like, what the heck is that?
202.
Yep, we're going into room 202. This is the room where you get to reach into a hole. I'm sure you do that a few times, reaching into holes.
Yeah, that was. Ooh, what are
Yeah,
those
there's
bats?
butterflies all over the room.
Oh,
Now this room's
butterflies.
very symbolic too.
Oh, they're like moths and butterflies on
They're
the
moths.
walls.
They're attracted to the light too. So if you turn off your light, they'll actually fly away. You'll turn it
Uh,
on, they'll fly towards you.
do you have to engage with this hole, and then it takes over, and it's kind of like a mini cutscene reaching in there?
Yeah.
Is that how you?
Yep. And you get a clock key out of that hole.
Okay, I got
Here,
it.
I'll show you the bed. There's some dead butterflies on it. And another thing that's really interesting is the way they use their lighting in this game. Like if you turn off your flashlight, there's green over there in the corner,
Mm-hmm.
and in the kitchen there's red on the sink.
Right,
And
almost like a glow from outside.
yeah, it makes you wonder why they did that with all the greens and reds.
Why? What's the symbolism of the moths and butterflies? Is it rebirth?
Yes, rebirth is the biggest symbolism behind butterflies as far as I know.
Now these monsters we're running by, they don't seem to hurt me.
Well, they don't
What?
have arms, so they can't grab you.
Ah,
They actually project toxic mist.
oh, if you hang around too long, so
Exactly.
keep running.
So keep running. Yeah, if
Keep
you
running.
stop, they'll spit you with this poisonous
And
mist, and it'll take your health.
your health goes down.
And since I'm playing on normal difficulty, I want to avoid combat as much as possible.
All right.
If
So if they
they'll hurt
spit
me.
on you, you lose a life, or you get like lose a half a life?
they spit on me,
Yeah.
you lose just a little bit. You'll
I
just
see.
need to use maybe a first aid, a health drink.
And the health drinks, do they come in different sizes? Do you like get a big one sometimes, or you get just collect a lot of little
No,
bottles?
you just get a little bottle health drink, but then you get a first aid kit, which heals a little bit more.
So
I
now,
could show you right now.
what's with the clock?
Yeah, I'll explain that too. So here's the first aid kit, and here's the health drink. And those are the
Okay.
only two healing. You get the ampule later on in the game, and an ampule restores your stamina and health. Stamina is for running, so he actually gets tired and runs a little bit slower. Ampule will give you more stamina,
Ah,
and that's kind of a mechanic that works in the background.
what's this?
Henry Mildred Scott. Now,
Ah,
this puzzle, when you first see it, is very cryptic. You're like, I don't know what that means. But if you look at it really closely, those are the hands of a clock. And H stands for hours, Mildred, M stands for minutes, S stands for seconds. So Henry Mildred.
right.
That's pretty good, huh? You get it?
Right. Oh, I see. Let me get it. What? 9 for hour, maybe 10 for minute,
Yep, you got
And-
9, 10.
15 seconds for seconds.
Yeah, and seconds you don't have to worry about on anything
Oh.
other than hard or extra hard difficulty.
Oh, I see. So that was why you set the clock to 9:10.
Yep, 9, 10. And the second hand is not important.
Okay, so now you can go through this hidden.
Yep, it's
Door.
hidden behind the clock.
By-
Because
by
I set it to
changing the
9, 10.
time. Okay, all right. So if you don't change it to 9:10, you can't push the clock.
Exactly. Yep.
Got it.
And then that helps me get behind the bars where we saw that red thing.
Well, it would seem to me, not having played it, that I would go online looking for what help.
These puzzles are tough. You do need a little assistance sometimes.
Yeah.
That's why there's an easy difficulty for the puzzles, and
Ah.
you can select a different puzzle difficulty if these are too hard.
I see.
All right, coming up here at the end of this hallway, we're about to encounter a very famous scene where a certain guy is in a closet.
Oh, right.
Yes. Here we go, it's starting.
What room number is? Oh, jeez. Now, a lot of people have suggested that there's something involving sexual abuse.
Yep, there's something
the-
very sexual going on, for sure.
I actually don't buy that. I don't see that.
I did find out from Masahiro Ito that there were references there to a movie called Blue Velvet. And in the movie Blue Velvet, there's a guy in the closet witnessing a drunk man doing sexual acts with a woman. And
Yes.
that movie, Pyramid Head is supposed to be representative of that scene. A drunk man doing sexual acts.
Yeah, I see. I saw that film. Kyle MacLachlan and
Oh yeah,
Dennis
I love
Hopper.
that.
Dennis Hopper.
Yeah, Twin Peaks. He's in that.
There's a scene where he's in the closet watching. Ooh. That's very peculiar behavior, right? I mean, why wouldn't you just leave the room?
He thought that Pyramid Head was onto him, so he unloaded a whole clip on him.
Got it.
Why he didn't get slaughtered in that closet, I don't know.
Clearly, Pyramid Head is playing with him.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Playing with his head.
Very psychological. He's not there to kill him. He's there to torment him. Oh, wrong way.
You know,
Ooh.
I don't really recall the direction I was given for that. I do remember you're in a closet and you're shooting at something outside, but it wasn't like this is your arch nemesis or this is the big bad pyramid monster. They did tell me that there was a main monster and he had a kind of triangular shaped body or something.
And you couldn't even picture what he looked like at the time because they didn't have anything for you.
They just said he's very frightening. And but they didn't tell me, as I don't recall being told at that time in the closet that I was shooting at
a monster.
That following what appears to be some kind of really
bizarre creature,
twisted, distorted sexual encounter.
Did they do a whole lot of explaining the monster of Pyramid Head to you?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Well, then you should find it pretty interesting that the monster was actually developed out of the psyche from James's need for punishment. He felt like he needed, I guess, atonement. He needed to be punished for what he did. And Silent Hill, with the help of Silent Hill, created this monster to help punish him. And it's an executioner, no less.
No, they never explained that. I think that we'll have to chalk it up to them being real clever that they didn't tell me why I was thinking the way I was thinking. They just told me what I was thinking or what they wanted me to be doing. And then that allowed me to act it out purely as opposed to having to contrive it. So I never had any inkling that Pyramid Head was a manifestation of my psychosis. I thought he was a real monster.
A lot of people thought he was a real monster.
Yeah, now they did say that he's really scary, and they
almost definitely.
They couldn't really describe him to me, and they didn't. It was almost as if just imagine that there's something really frightening there.
And it's harder to imagine just how bizarre these creatures are. Because when you actually look at them, like you can see in the chat right there, there's an image of Pyramid Head right there, concept art.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That right there is how he looks. And he's just such a bizarre... What he's supposed to be is an executioner with a red hood over his head.
Ah.
Oh. And there are stories where you see that pool full of monsters.
Ooh. Is there something in the baby carriage? Did we pick it up?
I have a question for you really quick. Did you ever have to do these animations where you fell backwards?
Oh, yes. They were
you had to do those?
Yeah.
Yes, there was a coin in the baby carriage. Okay. And what that coin is used for, we don't know.
I had to do the falling. And it got to the point where I had to tell them, I'm not doing it anymore. It was painful.
Did you get some bruises?
Yeah.
Or at least some sore legs.
I got sore from it doing it. And they had like a wrestling mat down on the floor, but it wasn't very soft. I mean, it wasn't cushiony or anything. So it was, and I was putting my heart into it. So for them, they just thought, well, we better get a couple more just in case.
Yeah.
For me, it was, I just fell. That hurt. You got it. That's
now-
what you need.
We come across the dead body in a fridge covered in blood, and it's a very grotesque sight. But we also hear a certain fellow vomiting in the background.
Ah,
Yes. So let's go see what's up with that. There's a certain guy I know. He ate too much pizza.
There's a certain guy I know who might be joining us in a little while, and he resembles that fellow. Well, doesn't resemble that fellow, but his voice does.
Actually, you believe it or not, he actually looks like Dave Shoffley a little bit. Doesn't
Think
he?
so?
Yeah, I think he does. I think that they actually, just like how they used you and made James look a little bit like you, I think they did the same with him, to be honest.
I think Dave's much better looking than Eddie.
You know what? I would have to agree with you there.
That's a wise thing to do.
James Sunderland.
But Eddie is endearing.
Eddie.
Sure is.
Who's that dead guy?
Eddie's like the Jesse Pinkman of this production.
That's still fresh in your mind, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's a deep ending.
I love this scene, and
So he's
I
going
shouldn't
to
talk
ask
over
him
this.
something here about that dead guy in the fridge. I think he might have already done that. He asked him if he knew who the pyramid thing was, and he says, I have no idea.
This place isn't too safe either. What happened here anyway?
I told you, I don't know. I'm not even from this town. I just
854 people.
So he's denying the dead guy in the fridge. But we know it's him. He has a pistol. He did something.
Where's the pistol? He's holding a pistol?
Oh, he's not. Never mind. He's not holding a pistol yet.
Whatever it is.
No, I actually would cut this guy some slack. I mean, maybe he's puking because he saw a dead guy in the refrigerator. He's definitely weird, but James isn't really thinking too much. He's just doing. You see,
Yeah.
he's in that I've got to get to I've got to fulfill my mission. I'm here to find Mary. Does this person have anything to add to me finding Mary or not? And the answer is no. So he leaves.
Mm-hmm.
I like that part about the character. I'm into that part. I'm on my mission.
So basically, they're united in friendship, just as passing survivors, I guess you could say.
Yeah, two guys. So far, he's seen a lot of female characters in some strange red thing.
Yeah, and a little girl that stepped on his hand.
Oh,
Ooh, that was a close one.
so once you run past them, they don't come back to get you. They're
Oh, they'll
blind?
come back to get you, but if you keep running, that's the trick. You keep moving, and they can't get you.
So where are we going now?
Well, earlier, this is a strange thing. You probably would have had to look up on the internet. I had shoved a 6-pack of juice down a trash chute.
Yeah, I saw you do that. I was wondering why you did that. I was going to ask.
I did that because there was garbage stuck in there, and for some reason, James really wanted to get at that garbage. Really no clue why. But good thing he did, because there is a coin here that he needs for a future puzzle.
Another coin.
Old man coin.
Oh,
Now
right.
let's read this. Let's read one of the memos. Why not? Do you want to read it?
The police announced today that Walter Sullivan, who was arrested on the 18th of this month for the brutal murder of Billy Locane and his sister Miriam, committed suicide in his jail cell early on the morning of the 22nd.
Okay. Should be good. Well, you have another page.
Oh, according to the police statement, Sullivan used a soup spoon to stab himself in the neck. What? Severing his carotid artery. By the
It's
time
darker
the guard
than you thought it would
discovered him,
be.
Sullivan was dead from blood loss. The spoon buried 2 inches in his neck. Ooh.
Third page.
An old schoolmate of Walter Sullivan's from his hometown of Pleasant River said he didn't look like the type of guy who would kill kids. Walter, but I do remember that just before they arrested him, he was blurting out all sorts of strange stuff like, he's trying to kill me, he's trying to punish me, the monster, the red devil, forgive me, I did it, but it wasn't me. Oh, I see. The schoolmate then added, I guess now that I think of it, he was kind of crazy.
Interesting. There's some back history lore that there's some disturbing
Isn't Walter
instances.
Sullivan one from the other game, from like the third game?
Yeah, that's where they came up with the idea to make a game about him. Silent Hill 4 is about Walter Sullivan.
Oh, I saw it for 4. Okay.
So that's kind of cool that they tied it. They tied in an interesting character in a future game.
Well, they probably were leaving opportunities with all these characters. The character Donna played, what was her name?
Angela.
Yeah, Angela and Eddie. Any one of them could have cropped up in a future game, right?
Yeah. And right here, I went to the door. I got a key. I went to a door at the end, which is the fire escape.
Oh.
And now it looks like they built a building right on the fire escape. So that's kind of strange.
So push the button to jump. We're going to go.
Oh, maybe you could read this part.
I think I can get into the building next door if I go through the window in front of me.
Oh, from now on, whenever there's text, I'll have you read it because it sounds great.
All right.
It's almost like we're hearing James's narration, his inner thoughts. So you'll know this scene pretty well.
It looks like there's a toilet with something stuck in it.
Should you take it out?
Okay, you're reaching into a toilet, and it's really foul, and you're going to get something out of it. Okay.
He didn't even second guess himself. He's just like, I'm
looks
going
like
right for
a wallet. There's some kind of memo in it. 1/18/3/16.
And you know what that is for? That's for this safe right here.
Oh, yeah.
What was the number again?
1,
18?
18, 13, 6, something like that.
1, 18.
Oh, you're not asking me to actually.
Oh, no. Does anyone in the chat remember? 1/18/4?
16? 3/16.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're going to have to start from the beginning.
1/18/3/16.
1/18/3/16. All right, let's try it. 1/18.
3.
1/18. 3. Oh, okay. Let's try it again.
No wonder it takes 2 hours.
1.
I thought you were good at this.
18. 3. 16. Please work. Nope.
Work?
Nope.
No.
Well, 1/18/13/16.
Oh.
That's what Newton says. 1/18/6/13. Okay, you know what?
1,
I'm gonna have to go
13,
back.
16.
We're gonna have to
Newton,
go
you better
back.
be right. Newton says 1/18/13/16.
Well, luckily you can actually go into your menu if you get.
We
hung
got
up
somebody
on a
else
puzzle.
saying it's 1/18/6/13.
Luckily, you can go back and actually look at your memos.
Oh, good.
So everything you pick up. 1/18/3/16. Okay.
Hey, man, if you want me to remember something next time, I got a notepad here. Just let me know. I'll write it down. I'm happy to help.
Okay, that'd be great. Yeah.
Yep, just you tell me, remember this, and I'll write it down. I used to play a game many years ago called Myst. And you
I
had
love
to
that
write
game.
all. Oh, you remember it?
Yeah.
You had to write everything down because you couldn't remember it otherwise. You could finish the game if you wrote stuff down on a notepad. I had a whole book full of notes from playing that thing.
It doesn't turn very well.
I see.
I might have to call this one quits. Here, let's use my keyboard. I'll use my keyboard. 1. Okay. 1. 18. 3. I was just going to skip this puzzle, but might as well for extra ammo. 1. 18. 3. 16. There we go. We got it.
Oh. Yeah.
So what you get in this safe will help you out.
I hope so. Handgun bullets. I got
4
handgun
packs of
bullets. All right. There's nothing like having lots of ammo and ampules and health potions. That always makes you feel good.
So now we're in another apartment complex. Oh, where am I?
We're in the one next door, the building next door. This one has blue tiles on it.
Yeah, this one is actually called Blue Creek Apartments. They have names.
Isn't it weird that the exit light is lit up even though there's no electricity?
Yeah, that's another mystery of Silent Hill is how is everything functioning? You know, everything is working, street lights work, but there's no electricity.
Huh.
Makes you wonder. It's this door. Yes. So we get to meet that strange lady from earlier. We get to see her again. So cutscene starting right now.
All right, so which cutscene?
Well, we just ran in on...
Right. This one, there's a very dedicated group for this interaction, so I'll shut up.
Yeah, you could talk about it after the scene.
Yeah, I'm James.
Angela.
Angela, okay. I don't know what you're planning, but there's always another way.
Really? But you're the same as me. It's easier just
I know that line.
Besides, is what we deserve.
No, I'm not like you.
This is really heavy. I mean, this scene.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Did you find your mother?
Not
Yeah,
yet.
change the subject, James.
She's
Good
not
idea.
anywhere.
Avoid the
Did she live in this
subject.
apartment building?
Yeah, because it gets real personal
I don't
there
know.
about
It is
suicide.
personal.
So, all you know is she lived in this town.
What did you say?
And then, just like a woman, what did you say?
Just flips like that, like a light switch.
You are in trouble now, buddy.
What did you
She's
say?
not gonna kill herself now. She's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Better watch out for that knife, bud.
Oh, thank God! I
I'm
distracted her.
so tired.
So, why did you come to this town anyway?
I'm sorry. Did you find the person you're looking for?
Not yet.
Have you ever had 900 people online at the same time with you?
This is a
She's
first.
my wife.
You're about to.
4 people away.
It's dropping off. now.
I'm sorry.
So when you were acting this out, did Donna Burke lay there acting out the scene?
Yes,
I don't know
sir.
why I think
She did. We did this one together. Now,
She's dead?
it's not over yet, so
No.
hang on a sec.
But I need to know the
I'm not
answer.
crazy. At least
I'll
I
tell
don't
you
think so.
about this, which added to the.
You sounded crazy in that line, you know.
Should I go with you?
I'm not crazy.
This town's dangerous.
Yeah.
Now I know what you meant.
I
back
figured
there
I
in
was
the
supposed to.
cemetery.
I'll be okay by myself. Besides, I'd just slow you down.
What about that?
Will you hold it for me?
Sure. No problem.
If I kept it,
It's
I'm
like,
not
hey,
sure what
whatever
I'm
I can do to help.
All right.
Wait.
At-
Careful.
Sorry.
You don't want to go grabbing something from someone who's mentally.
That's a very strange line. I've been bad. I mean, that kind of tells it all. Right?
She has
This
a
girl
lot of backstory.
really had issues. Okay, now, Donna didn't really take to me when we first started recording because I think she felt I wasn't professional. And to tell you the truth, I wasn't. I mean, they hired me off the street, right? Because I liked acting and I was like the character as they imagined it.
Mm-hmm.
After we did that scene together, I think she started to change her mind. And the same thing happened with Monica, who also
Mm-hmm.
started to respect the work I was doing. And I enjoyed that very much, getting their positive feedback for what I was doing. The Japanese never really gave much feedback. They just kind of like shark eyes, just watching, no emotion.
Now, do you want to see this puzzle? This is one of the poems that I can show you. We find a mysterious box. We've been collecting coins. We got 3 of them so far.
Right.
We come across this box, and there are empty slots on it where it looks like we can put coins. But there's also this little engraving here. And go ahead and read. It's a poem.
3 bright coins in 5 holes be. At one end sits the seducer of she. The wind from behind the woman doth play. The formless one, null, lies furthest from they. The old one beside the serpent sits not. 'Tis to the prisoner's left that he doth rot.
That's it. And that's on normal difficulty. There's 3 other poems that they wrote. This
Ooh,
one is basically...
Let's put our coins there.
Yeah, this one is telling you the position of the coins. So that's what the poem is. It's telling you in a very cryptic way where you put the... And so the formless one would probably be the snake. No, the seducer of she is a snake.
Oh.
And the prisoner is a female. We find out by examining the coin.
How many? We've only got 2 coins now, right?
We got 3. The third coin was in the room where Angela was. So let's look at the coin.
Fast, I didn't even see it.
Let's examine the one with the snake.
Okay.
It says large coin imprinted with a snake. Examine. Looks like an old man.
Mm-hmm.
And then prisoner. Examine. The prisoner looks like a woman. So that gives you a clue as the seducer of she being the woman. The snake, kind of formless because snakes are. So I actually know the solution because...
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little tricky because, like you said, the serpent could be the seducer of the woman, as in the Adam and Eve story.
So it's blank, old man, prisoner, blank, snake. So if we actually read the poem again, it would make so much sense knowing, now that you know the answer, it's like, oh, I see how that works. And you got to think, they did this 3 different difficulties, so you can imagine that they put a lot of work into it.
Are there 2 more coins to be found in the game?
Nope. No, you don't need to fill all 5 of them. So 2 of them are left blank. And that's why in the poem, the word null was there. Null meaning there's no spot.
Use.
Blank, old man, prisoner. And the menus take a long time in this game, just so you know.
Right. Well, just going back to that scene before with Angela, that was a place where when she's talking, when he comes upon her and she's apparently contemplating suicide, he starts reflecting on his own thoughts when she turns it on him and says something about, and no, I would never do that.
But it also shows she has some problems too.
Yeah, but in doing that, it started awakening in me that those feelings that I had had in my own life. And I look back on it now.
We got a key called the Linehouse key, Lyne. I think that's referencing Jacob's Ladder, the movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's not a house in here called the Lion's House?
There is. There's a door we're getting to here, where you find a letter left there saying they're telling you where they left their key.
Mm. So we're kind of moving up, it seems.
Mm-hmm. We're going up to the second floor to the Linehouse. And I think I went the wrong way. Yes, I did. Ah, monster!
I'm so glad that you get to play this and I can watch.
At least you can watch. Okay, so I used the Linehouse
there.
key, but there is a letter there pretty much saying, where they left the key.
Oh, in case you don't know. No.
So you know which door you have to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, more bullets, and what we get in this room is a key. Apartment stairway key. That leads to the exit, where we fight a pyramid thing. It changes volume levels, it changes video. It's just likes to change things.
Is the volume okay now?
Yep.
Some people are saying they can't hear me.
No, it's good now. So here's a monster we just ran into.
Oh! Shoot him.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
Shoot him again! Run, run, run!
Ah! He's gonna smash me with that thing.
Yes, I know this way. You're supposed to like shoot, and then run around him and just before he hits you, right?
Yeah, there's no way to just shoot him and for him to leave. You actually have to run around a little bit.
Yeah. If he gets into that pose where he's starting to lift the knife, you better
Whoa!
run.
Oh! We got hit.
Oh!
Gory.
Oh, that big red cross at the bottom means that you're in danger, right?
Yeah, I'm hurt pretty bad.
Run,
That's
run,
why
run.
we got to keep running.
Whoa. He just missed you. He just missed me.
Pretty much, yeah. Now I got to heal.
My name's James. James Sunderland. I'm looking for Mary. Have you seen her? You big red thing? Mary, take off that costume.
She's just pulling a prank on you.
Hey,
Oh! Didn't mean to run into him.
Run.
I apologize.
Shoot him.
Well, he's leaving. He's leaving
Oh,
now.
okay. Hey, with him leaving, two important things are going to happen. I am going to introduce Dave Shoffley, who just walked into the office to join us.
Don't act surprised, Fungo. You knew this.
And I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and Dave's going to take over for a sec, and I'll be right back.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
Hey, so this is Dave. Dave Shoffley, the voice actor for Eddie. So how are you doing? What brought you here today?
Yeah, it's morning here, so.
So did Guy tell you about the stream that was going to happen and said it would be really cool if you came by?
Right.
I have to say the chat is going crazy. They're really happy to see you.
Oh, good. Yeah,
A good
actually,
1,000 people. You're live with 1,000
Wow.
people watching you right now.
Yeah, I just got off work actually. So.
Now here's a scene right here that's very close to James. So I'm gonna wait till Guy Cihi to get back to talk about it because I want him to see it.
Mhm.
I think you need to prove to everyone that you're the real Eddie. So say a line.
Let's party!
Yes. That's perfect.
Put the gun to your head and pow! It's easy.
You sound more like you're going Scarface with that impersonation. Just put the gun to your face.
I'm getting over a cold.
Oh yeah, did you get the same one that that guy had? Because he was getting over
Maybe,
cold too.
maybe, because we did have dinner last week. So yeah, but no, it's just going around. The offices are they're all sealed up, and so anyway, you sound like you're in good health.
Oh yeah, I haven't caught anything yet this year.
Yeah,
Luckily.
you getting cold over there? We just had snow here yesterday.
Well, I'm in Wisconsin, so yeah, you can expect it's kind of cold.
Yeah.
But do you get snow very often there? You do. You get
No.
snow. You
No,
don't?
no, just rarely. Yeah, yeah. So it was kind of unusual. Okay.
All
Guys
right.
back.
Well, it was really good to talk to you. Thanks for joining the stream.
Yeah,
We'll,
cool.
we'll see you again in a little bit, I'm sure.
You bet. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Hey, welcome back. Everyone was really happy to see Dave, I tell you.
Yeah, me too.
And I was pulling out this chainsaw and having fun with it
Oh,
while I was waiting for you.
You've got the bonus weapon.
Oh, yes. The chainsaw. All right. Now, this game isn't supposed to be widescreen, so you can see on the left you're frozen there and not moving. That's because you weren't supposed to see that.
I'm not even on screen yet. Oh, there's Laura.
You're the one who stepped on my
Laura. Ugh.
I don't know. Maybe I did.
She did play the bratty.
What's a
little
little
kid
girl
very
like you
well.
doing here? Anyway,
Huh? Are you blind or something?
what's that letter?
None of your business. You didn't love Mary anyway.
Now, this is interesting
How
because
do you know Mary's name?
you didn't love Mary anyway, and it's like, well, who was she? How'd she know Mary? Interesting.
Yeah, see, now I think what the fans need to understand is that line indicates that Mary was telling Laura bad things about James.
Mm-hmm.
So Mary wasn't always like so kind about James all the time. And
She
just
didn't have
totally-
nothing but positive comments about him.
Exactly. You see? So there's two sides to this coin about their relationship. It's not like
Exactly.
Mary's so perfect.
At first, I must admit, when she first made that comment, I was like, how does she know? You know, did she know about what he did, I guess?
Yeah,
Because-
how can she know James didn't love Mary? I mean, that's so much like.
So
what you
that
would
does
expect.
prove that there was a little bit more to the relationship going downhill than meets the eye, I guess.
Well, obviously, she had to have heard it from Mary.
Yes.
Mary?
Had a signal that we were cut off. Are we still on?
Yeah, we're still
We're
on.
back. Okay, good. Yeah, so that indicates
And look who you
that
met.
there was some
No, you're
some trouble,
No.
definitely. Ooh,
Do I
all right,
look
hang
like
on a
your
sec.
girlfriend?
no, my late wife.
Man, she looks hot.
Not bad.
You could be.
You look like my wife, only not sick and much hotter.
It's just your hair and clothes are different.
My name
Oh, I didn't just
is
go there, did I?
Maria. I don't look like a ghost, do I? See? Feel how
You're
warm
on a
I
Whoa,
am?
she's already coming on to you.
Mary.
I told you.
Stay on your mission.
Try not to get distracted.
I was confused.
Where are you going?
Yeah, see, she's confusing him.
For Mary. Have you seen her?
Didn't you say she died?
Damn it, just like a woman, right? She
Yeah.
remembers those little things you said.
But I got a letter from
And she'll bring it back
her. It says she-
to,
Right.
to get you 3 years later
To
or something.
confuse you.
And that's here? Anyway, I haven't seen her.
Anyway,
Is this your own
that line comes back
special
later.
place?
I wonder what she's hinting at with that line. Oh, this must be a memory of some sort.
Well, there's the hotel too, I guess. The one on the lake. I wonder if it's still there.
The Lakeview Hotel? Yeah, it's still there. So the hotel was your special place, huh? I'll bet it was. Don't get so mad.
He's like, I'm out of here.
She's so bad. Oh,
It's
man.
this way.
Yeah, but there's so much innuendo in that.
You were
Oh,
gonna
yes.
just leave me
No, but
with all these monsters around?
no, I just.
I'm all
Now,
alone.
is she a real person or is she a manifestation?
Now that
I'm
is up for debate, but I think it's pretty clear that she is a manifestation of
They're right.
the town accumulated on top of James's psyche.
You hated her.
So she's real in the sense of
So
she's
it's
real
okay.
right now to
Yeah,
James,
fine.
but they purposely avoid. Yeah, we have time for one question, so don't go too crazy, because we're gonna encounter a very important cutscene pretty soon.
All right.
Oh, you couldn't hear me make the comment. We didn't have any actual pizza in the scene because we were wearing, vests with wires connected, but but we did suggest the idea.
But then again, there's a lot of expensive equipment there, right? Which you didn't want to really eat a lot of food or drink.
Yeah.
Now, this is really weird. This is the Easter egg that you were talking about with the dog ending. You get the dog key from the doghouse, and the dog key unlocks a door in the hotel, which leads to the dog ending.
Ah. So Maria's just kind of like following around behind now.
Yep,
right?
she's tagging along.
Yeah, shoot the gas pump.
If this was Grand Theft Auto, I'm pretty sure it'd be a great explosion.
You guys know what kind of games I would like to play. Shoot the gas pump!
Now we see this book called Lost Memory, and which is really interesting. You want to go ahead and read it, one of you
Yeah.
two?
The name comes from the legend of the people whose land was stolen from them. They called this place the place of the silent spirits. By spirits, they meant not only their dead relatives, but also the spirits that they believed inhabited the trees, rocks, and water around them. Sound like Shinto. According to legend, this was where the holiest ceremonies took place. But it was not the ancestors of those who now live in this town that first stole the land from these people. There were others who came before. In those days, this town went by another name, but that name is now hopelessly lost in the veils of time. All we know is that there was another name, and that for some reason, the town was once abandoned by its residents.
Ooh, spooky.
Spooky.
All right, so Maria's tagging along,
Got it.
and we just got to Pete's Bolorama.
Ah, we get to see Eddie again.
I'll wait.
Oh, she's got the key.
I hate bowling.
Oh, well,
Not for
sure,
this
I
door.
hate bowling. I hate bowling.
Hurry back.
I didn't come here to play, you know.
Yeah, what does she think? She think he's like, oh, bowling alley, let's have some fun. There are monsters everywhere, but there's always time for bowling.
Little glitch there. Blade goes through the door.
Speaking of bowling, isn't that
What'd you do?
I'm sorry, it's a
Weird.
cutscene.
Murder?
Nah,
Oh.
nothing like that.
Huh, you're just a gutless fatso.
There he is
Kids
eating
are
his
so-
pizza.
Poor.
Kids are so
I
cruel.
thought you said the cops were after you.
No, I just ran because I was scared.
Now that's a revealing line
I don't know. what
that shows the
cops
humanity in Eddie's character.
If you did something
He's a
bad,
coward.
why don't you just say you're
Don't, no, I didn't mean to say you're a coward, Dave. I meant Eddie is a
Oh, that's okay. It was just a character.
coward.
do. No good. They wouldn't listen.
But
They'll never forgive
just to remind the fans, if they weren't clear on it, in this type of scene where you're really close together, the type of motion capture, you're wearing a vest with wires and you're on a magnetic floor, so that if your arms interlock, then they'll be separated. And the other one is where you're moving around a lot, and then you've got a suit with ping pong balls on it.
Oh, really?
and lights around the perimeter of the room. Yeah, so if you're really in close together and you've got ping pong balls with lights around the room, they won't be able to distinguish you, so you'll end up kind of mixing with each other. Or
I was to say the acting is so organic, and to think that the actual space you had to act in was inorganic like that, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, very.
James,
So here there would be like maybe a little
I remember.
a box to sit on.
are you alone here?
Listen, you're not.
Well, at least you had a box.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the scene we used for the holiday video. I
Oh,
like
yes,
this.
the first one.
Wait,
you didn't wrap it! You have to say it.
Oh, great. Bye bye.
Hey, let's go after her.
Why?
Yeah, why does James want to go after her? Oh, because she knows something about Mary. That's
Yeah,
why.
and that got him really intrigued.
Yeah.
Can you sit there and eat
And Eddie just wants to sit there and eat pizza.
Fine by herself. You said a fatso like me would just slow her down.
Oh, here's it.
Forget you.
All right. Let's see what happens if we talk to Eddie again. Can we?
Who is that girl, anyhow?
I don't
Can
know.
you cut him up with the chainsaw?
Let's do it.
Give me
What
a,
happens if you do? I won't let you.
Give me a slice or else.
You can get close. Let's see. Eat this. Have a bite of this with your pizza.
No. All
Nah, he's unaffected by a chainsaw. He's invincible.
Okay. I would never try that myself.
We should make a YouTube series, YouTube vids of will it cut? And no, Eddie would not cut.
I'm going through the. I'm walking around with a chainsaw.
Yeah. She's too fast for me. Aren't you gonna go after her?
And these guys, you know, Ito and Sato had never seen a chainsaw, let alone held one. So I had no idea what they were talking about. Fortunately, I used to design chainsaws.
Now,
So
did you
I
actually
had-
have to hold something that was like a chainsaw?
I made one, and so that I could hold it, because they were like, just pretend you're holding one. I'm like, no, there's a certain way you hold it, and they're
So what,
they're
did you
heavy.
paper mache it?
They're heavy. No, I just built like two handles in an L shape and assumed weight into it. But
Oh, good.
she went through here. Damn it. I'm not getting through that hole.
Any other way?
Is there
Yes.
any other way?
Right through.
Yeah, there is.
There's the back
Right
door.
through there. Ooh.
Well, it's locked.
No
Oh, is
good.
this where she gets the key? Oh, this
Oh,
was a
yes.
fun scene. This was fun.
Go ahead and talk about it. There's no
Well,
dialogue anyway.
the Japanese Team Silent guys got visibly excited in describing this scene to me because it involves innuendo and physical contact and sexual issues. And when I said, well, I could like bob my head to like look over her shoulder and get a, you know, maybe
Get a good look.
get a little glimpse, and they loved that. I said, "Oh yeah, do that, do that." Okay. I remember that, taking that scene, and they were actually. We had a great time that day. Monica was in great spirits, and I was. We just had a great day. That was a
And
fun recording.
That
session.
leads, and it leads you to wonder that Maria must work for this. This is a, you know, one of those, you know, just a strip bar or whatever. So it leads you to think if she has a key, she must work here. So that's where you get that.
Okay. I was wondering. Now I
There
get
you
it.
go.
This is the first time I realized the key was for Heaven's Night. All this time I thought the key opened the bowling alley. No wonder.
Yeah.
Why would she
Yep.
have the bowling alley key? Eddie should have the bowling alley key.
Because he owns it, right? He
Yeah,
owns that
no,
bowling
definitely. Yeah,
Should call
loves
it Eddie's Orama.
Heaven-
Eddie's Bowlorama.
Heaven's Night. Ooh.
Well, that was Heaven's Night. It's a very short part of the game.
Aw.
Yes, I know.
But with lasting impact. I think
Look at
Heaven's
it.
Night,
Oh yeah, it has so much impact. People remember it, and
definitely.
it has its own theme song. When you go in there, you can hear the music
Over
playing.
there.
Really?
Yeah. Now, the hospital.
Oh.
Why didn't Maria do a pole dance there?
You know, they say there's a secret cheat code where if you examine the pole 50 times, she'll do a super secret dance for you.
Oh, it's actually 60 times. Okay, you guys. Y'all have to go back and play it again.
Well, you should know what's the real six. It's 60?
666 times.
It's the amount of viewers that are in the stream. That's how many times.
959.
That's a lot of times.
That's a lot.
Oh, I just ran into her.
Ooh. All right, be careful.
Here's a memo from a doctor in the hospital. Go ahead, read. Eddie,
Eddie.
Dave, do you want to be the doctor? You're a doctor.
The potential for this illness exists in all people, and under the right circumstances, any man or woman would be driven like him to the other side. The other side, perhaps, may not be the best way to phrase it. After all, there's no wall between here and there. It lies on the borders where reality and unreality intersect.
We need Twilight Zone music.
It's a place where both close and distant exist simultaneously. Some say it
Perfect.
isn't even an illness. I cannot agree with them. I'm a doctor, not a philosopher.
Damn it!
Spock.
I'm a doctor, not a philosopher.
Or even a psychiatrist.
All right, one more page, I think.
But sometimes I have to ask myself this question. It's true that to us, his imaginings are nothing but the inventions of a busy mind. But to him, there is simply no other reality. Furthermore, he's happy there.
Okay, one
So
more.
let's just leave him for a while. So why, ask myself, why in the name of healing? Why in the name of healing him must we drag him painfully into the world of our own reality?
That was really
I got the key from Joseph. That's you.
Oh.
Back to you.
I got the key from Joseph. It's probably the key to that box.
He
Ooh,
doesn't
that's
know.
strange.
He hasn't even seen the box. But no, that's a side note. As you can see on the memo, whoever wrote the letter wrote in his own handwriting that part.
Ah, I got the purple bowl key. Ooh, nice.
Yep. And there's a box that we'll find later on, and we'll find out what they're referencing.
Yeah, they probably forgot to reference it earlier, so they said, oh, hell with it. Just put it in the note that there's a box. They'll figure it out. I like the way the chainsaw blade goes into the wall.
Yeah, it clips through, yeah.
It just disappears into the wall.
Goodbye,
Nice.
Blade, see?
Yeah.
Well, that's something
Where's
that they...
scene where you? Where's the scene where you cut Maria in half by accident from the holiday video?
I don't want to attempt that right now. It's game over
Okay,
if I
all
do.
right, we might. Where are we going now? Doing another puzzle?
Yeah, we are currently... Wow, there's a lot of monsters here. Whoa. As you can see. See those?
Oh, they have pipes now. Kill it!
And they're going after Maria right now, so I can't let this happen.
Oh,
if it's
good.
game over, it's game over.
She's working for us.
All right.
Yeah, I'm really spoiled with you playing the game because for me there's no danger at all, right?
There's a lot of tension when it comes to actually playing. It's a lot different playing.
I'm sure.
So you just pricked yourself. Do you remember that?
Oh.
Mocapping that
Yeah.
part?
Ow.
Ow.
She's back.
I got a bent needle. We'll definitely need that later for the handcuffs.
Okay, while we're accomplishing this, does anyone in the stream have any questions for Guy? Let's hear
No.
your question.
Oh, just cut them with the chainsaw.
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm talking to her. She keeps interrupting.
Handgun bullets.
Well, I'm going to need all those handgun bullets, I tell you. Did I get the shotgun just now? Let me see. Yes, we got the shotgun. We just got the shotgun out of a locker.
Do you think you should save it at some point in case we get killed?
Yeah, I haven't saved yet. I've
Just
been
in
too
case.
caught up in this. So this
would-
carbon paper has a number on it that we need.
Okay, I wrote it down. 2151.
Yes, that's it. It's just a crazy guy that was typing on the typewriter.
All right.
So we know one combination. There's 2 combinations and 3 keys for this box that we're going after. So it's a pretty tough puzzle.
If you say so.
And here is the second key. We got 1 key and 1 combination. This would be the second key. Okay, Guy,
All right.
what's kept you from playing Silent Hill 2? I've heard you talk about it a lot, so I'm really surprised to hear that you've never played it. Not a
What's
gamer.
What's kept me from playing it?
Yeah, that's a good question. You play Mario Kart.
I don't have a PlayStation 2.
That is one reason.
Yeah, there you go.
Just really no incentive. Ah! I gotta kill these. Ah! Jeez.
What have you got now? A shotgun?
Yes, I just shot one.
What weapon are you holding? Is that a shotgun or the rifle?
This is a shotgun.
Oh, good. I like that one.
Let's see.
How's my
Guy,
health?
tell us about the chainsaw idle animation.
How's my health,
did you shake
Justin?
did you shake the chainsaw when you're animating it?
Yes, of course.
Did you do this?
Yes, of course. I did the scream. I did the primal scream with it. I showed them how to start it because they didn't know how you would start it. They said, well, just like turn it on. I said, no, you've got to like throw it away and pull the handle so that we did that start.
Oh, so
routine.
they didn't even know about the
No, they don't have chainsaws in Japan.
only qualified official people have chainsaws.
They only have little clippers.
Oh, they have
trees are-
clippers.
the trees are little. I think I've seen one chainsaw in my whole 30 years here.
So they don't really have experience using it. But you remembered that you actually have to rev it up.
Well, heck, I've owned more chainsaws than I've seen in the 30 years that I've lived here.
Wow. 30 years. So that's quite a long time.
It's a long time.
But you do make trips to the U.S. here and there.
What's he doing? Taking selfies of Maria?
No.
Oh, that's his flashlight.
He's shining it in her eyes.
I thought he
Like
was taking pictures of her.
she has a headache. I wonder why you have a headache, Maria. I'm shining a light in your eye.
It's just a hangover. You should
Implies that she parties.
So comfy.
She's like, "Well, you want to lay with me?"
I'm gonna go look for her.
I like how
Yep.
she gestures.
Stay on mission, James. I'm on mission. No, I'm not thinking about this very clearly, but I know I'm here to find someone.
That's
I
right.
want to ask you
The
something.
game is not XXX rated.
What if
But
No.
the game is
you
implying
can't
some
find Mary? What
sexual
will you do?
frustrations, I guess. In
You
James's
think?
mind.
Mhm.
Hmm. Wow.
Well, I guess we're
I was
leaving her
pretty
there.
excited.
She wants to stay. I'm not going to question it.
Her stay. Now I know there's this very tricky part where Laura locks me in a room. Is that coming up?
Yeah, if Konami asked you to come back to voice act for another Silent Hill title, would you?
That depends how much they pay me. Where's
Pay
my
is the
limo?
most important part. And I want a limo ride every day.
I want a limo.
Only if Eddie can come too.
Oh, that's right. And if, only if Eddie can make.
Friend, bros before, I don't know,
That's right.
bros before Konami.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. All right, so here's a
Those
nice
were schmoes.
It's got
bros before schmoes. That's it. You did it. I was trying to come up with a word. Oh, you just got hit.
See.
Did you have to actually animate that? I can imagine that was a hard part for you.
Yeah.
Throw
yeah.
yourself into a wall. Is that what you did?
Yes. Throw yourself into a wall and then fall through it. Like,
Oh God.
I said, let's do all of those falling down things at the end.
They never want you to do. They want you to do it right away. First
In
thing.
case I hurt myself. No, we did. We moved all the falling to the last week. of mocap. And then we're in the recording studio. Similarly, there's
Something written on the wall here.
Wall in blood. And
Another
they had
number.
They said, okay, could you do the scream? And I said, look, don't you think maybe we should do all the screams at the end? Because then you can just edit it and put it back in earlier in the time. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. So I got to blow my voice out screaming and then have to keep reading everything. So I don't really know how much they knew about what they were doing, frankly, since they always seem to need a little more advice in terms of managing the voice talent.
What's this number?
1889.
Yep, you got it. Sometimes they're really hard to read, though. The numbers change every playthrough, too.
Like those captchas. Yeah.
It's not the same number every time you play. They change it up on you.
Mm-hmm. So now I have 2 numbers I've written down for us.
Okay.
We need
those are the 2 numbers we need, yeah.
All right.
And we got 1, 2 keys. Let me see. Hold on. 1, 2. I think that's all we need is just the 2 keys, actually. We'll see.
How is my health holding up?
I just healed you, so we're good.
Okay.
We're at full health.
And I'm carrying the shotgun?
Yep.
All right, I'm happy with that.
Shotgun is nice. In a
Yeah, it's
world
good for
full of
that.
monsters, you want a shotgun.
Close range, yeah. Easy to... A lot of stopping power. I like that.
Like this?
Happy
Yeah.
Oh, yes!
And we got to get rid of this one, too. Stomp it right in the crotch area. Ow.
Ooh.
Yes. This is pretty tense playing on normal. I was going to play on easy so it wouldn't be so hard because there's a lot of monsters.
You are good. What's with this? This is like a television that's locked down on a bed?
I'll show you here in a
box.
second. It's the box we were talking about.
Purple bowl key.
And now we're going to use 2 keys on it, and there's 2 combinations.
Ooh. Well, this thing is really locked up tight. Must be something important in it. Oh, wow. Check it out.
Yep.
Beautiful. That's
Someone really, really
Get a
wanted to
screenshot. Get a screenshot. I want a picture of that thing. I love
You want a
that
picture?
box. Yeah, I want to have a screenshot of that box for my...
We'll take a
I don't
picture.
have one of those.
Hey, someone take a picture of this box for Guy so he can have a picture on it.
All right, so the first one, try 2151.
Okay. 2151. That's that lock.
Perfect. And the other one, 1889.
188. Oh, skipped it. Just gotta mash that button. There we go.
Sweet.
And all that work for what? Here, read this.
A needle and thread. A few hairs inside. Ooh,
We did all that work for a few hairs.
I got a piece of hair.
You could have just pulled the hair out of your own head. What were you thinking?
I have no idea if it's like got DNA in it or something like that.
Ah!
No.
Oh boy,
Oh.
here we go.
Blaster.
Ah! I'm
What are you
trying to
trying
run
to do?
by it.
Save ammo?
Yeah, actually, I am saving ammo.
Okay. All right.
You don't get that much ammo.
I noticed that you tend to run instead of engage these things. Would I get a different ending if I killed everything in sight?
That is usually the ending you get if you're going for in water because it shows you're reckless. And you don't want to live that long, I'm assuming.
The rusty bent needle.
All right, so we're going to combine the needle with the hair and fish something out of a drain.
Ah, yes.
These are really strange puzzles.
Now, how
but they're
would you
really-
have known to do that?
Exactly. How would you have known to do that?
If you didn't hear it from somebody else, or
It's psychological. I mean, you really just got to try everything in your arsenal before you
no
get it.
wonder it takes so long to play this game.
Yep.
Mm.
There's lots to see, lots to do. There's hints throughout the game. Like you can find memos that maybe give you hints on how to complete the
Oh, okay.
puzzle.
So if you hadn't figured this one out after, ooh,
You would probably find a memo somewhere saying there was a key down the drain. I couldn't reach it or something.
I got an elevator key.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, there's a hint in that sentence, elevator key. I mean, who the hell knows what an elevator key looks like?
Apparently, NeoGaf, a really huge video game forum. Hi, I'm going to plug you. they're watching this, telling me, "You need to save. What are you doing?"
Yes, hey, you're making me nervous, Dusty.
And you know what's funny is I could save at any point in the game of time. I could save right now if I wanted to.
You're a real daredevil, aren't you?
I
A
am.
real thrill seeker.
I'm Evil Knievel.
He's playing without saving.
I do that on every stream. Everyone knows I have a habit with not saving. Well, you know, games nowadays, they autosave for you. This game doesn't. It doesn't save for you. All right, saving.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, and I like how there's a big picture of James in the background as if it's going into his psyche to save.
Mm.
Boy, I have a lot to go through here. Now saving.
Okay.
We're good now. So far, 51 minutes in-game time. This is turning out to be a lot longer of a stream than I thought. Okay, so we're going to see the scene here with Laura. She's in the back of this room playing. I don't know if you remember that.
The interesting thing about the scenes with Laura, I was never in the same room with her.
Oh, that must have been hard.
When we recorded.
So, was
because
there
she
someone...
had school. She had a school schedule, and it didn't allow her scenes to be recorded with me.
Okay.
So someone would play her, like stepping on my hand.
Yeah.
And in this case,
how do you know about Mary?
there was no one. I just read, I played it looking into space.
I won't.
Someone would read the lines, and I would read, they had one of the staff read her part. So there was no real actor there. There was just a prompt for me.
It was last year.
But this is a very nice scene. It actually came out very well, considering we did it at different times.
You liar!
Well, what's nice about this scene is, unlike the previous one where James interacts with
I'm sorry, Laura.
God, I can't remember her name today for some reason. Donna's part, the crazy one. What is her name?
We can talk about this later. This is no place for a kid.
Yeah. In this scene,
strange things around here.
we get to, for the first time, see James has some pent-up anger. He's got some anger in him.
Mm-hmm.
When that line, "You liar!
You liar!"
comes bursting out of him, there's a little bit of violence in it.
Later, okay?
Whereas we didn't get that in the earlier scene where he, Angela, right? We just see that sensitive part of him. He doesn't really show any anger. Yet with Laura, he's revealing that he's capable of sudden anger. It's a bit of a preview. Now she's going to deceive him.
He just wants that letter, and she's just giving him the runaround.
Well, he's on his mission, and he's like I said, he's extremely
and that mission is right now getting that letter.
dedicated.
And then after this, his mission is just to find Laura again.
A little further back. Go back further.
Did you actually have to keep walking into the room looking for something?
Yes. This
you were doing this?
Yeah, this is good.
What are you doing?
Yeah, they did a good job. Oh, God, I hate those things. That is so...
I have to fight them.
Open the door.
You fight that thing? Is that the door monster?
No, it's a box monster.
Oof.
Want me to open it? Huh? Huh? Do ya?
Rotten little kid.
They actually did a good job making you look really scared. Making James look scared there.
Okay. I guess I won't open it.
Yeah, well, when I was playing this part...
You actually had to act out the fear.
Hold on a sec. I'll let this cutscene end, and then I'll tell you.
He's like, well,
that
it's
part
time.
right there, right?
Oh!
Oh, don't get killed. You got killed?
Did I? Oh no,
No.
I tried to open the map.
No, when I
Reading the
realized
map
she's-
while I'm hanging by my head.
when I realize she's not going to open the door, you see me turn and get mentally prepared, and the whole mindset shifts. It shifts from like James the hapless looking for his wife Mary into James the murderous son of a bitch, and he's about to get down and dirty with these guys, and his whole attitude changes, and I love that part.
Ugh. This is the toughest boss fight we had so far, so.
All right, well, I'll keep talking to distract you.
Please do.
Yes.
Oh no, I had to reload! Oh gosh.
Oh, man.
Well, they didn't actually have to hang you by your head, did they?
Run to the corner and
Oh.
blast. All right.
Oh.
Yeah. Shoot!
Oh, that one's dead. That one's
Shoot!
dead.
Run! Shoot! Run! Run!
I never thought I'd be fighting these things with Guy Cihi and Dave Shoffley watching.
Go, man, go!
Ah! It's so much more intense when you got everyone watching you, thousands of people. Alright.
Don't let me down.
Oh, I'm out of bullets! Ah!
Out of bullets!
Chainsaw time? No. I think I'll pull out my handgun.
The chainsaw doesn't work for that guy?
No, because it doesn't reach them. They're too high.
It doesn't reach up. Okay. We're out of shotgun shells?
But didn't you hit them both? How many times you have to shoot
man,
them?
a lot. You have to shoot them a lot.
Yeah, all those bullets are gone.
Run! Run! Run!
Stuck.
Are we down to one now?
Yep, just the one. And it should be dead soon, hopefully.
I think you... Oh. What are they doing? Grabbing my head with their feet? Shoot them.
It's dead. We're good. Oh, that was intense.
Yay,
Thank you.
Dusty, my hero.
We beat the box, guys.
You saved
I can't
me.
wait for the last boss, though. If I get to a point where I can't beat the game, it's not going to be good. So right now, it's like mentally we're getting transported somewhere else. It's weird.
Well, I can't see all the control monitor systems. I only see the gameplay screen, but I would highly advise replenishing my health.
I should
That wasn't an
probably pick
elevator
up
shaft?
more health items, too.
Yeah, yeah. See, that's why we'll get the leave ending, right? Because we're going to keep our health up.
Oh, yes. Or then water, whichever.
I'm all about keeping my health up.
Let's not be suicidal.
Maybe that's why I like the leave ending, because I'm on such a health nut.
Now, there's a lot of rooms in this hospital where they ambush you with monsters. So I got to make sure I don't go in the wrong room, or I'll be ambushed by 3 or 4 monsters, and you don't want that. All right, second floor. First thing first. Hey, Bronze. Crank the heater. Why is the heater not running?
Somebody, Alyssa
Turn it
wants
up.
me to do the
Turn it all the way
inner
up.
dialogue. Hi, Alyssa. I'm going to do the inner dialogue of James. Okay. Oh, this one has a pipe.
Be careful.
God damn it. Let's get the hell out of here.
This game is pretty scary.
Oh, there's a box. I need that. Get that box.
It's first aid kit.
That's full of good stuff.
All right, let's read.
Oh, wait, there's
this
something on the
was
bed. Get it.
Some crazy guy.
What is this? Inside the basements, I was so small and dark, I was afraid. I dropped my precious ring, but I'll never, ever go back there.
Huh, what is he
Damn.
talking about?
Well, there's a precious ring down in the basement. We should go get that. There's something on the bed, though. What is that? The wallpaper is torn. Oh, okay. Look through there. Ooh, someone's like drawing arms reaching up to that thing. That's gross.
Are those
What are
hands
those
searching?
hands searching for? Okay, reach into the hole.
I did. I grabbed a battery for my flashlight and a key.
You got it. Okay.
And the key is going to the base. Ah, no! All right, run!
Oh.
Ow!
I think that
Oh!
oh man, that Red Cross thing is a bad thing.
I better be okay. I don't want to die.
Yeah, use that. Use that. That's the first aid kit. Could you
Yes.
run away from those things, please, or shoot them?
Oh, there. We still have to run through that hallway a couple more times.
Are we like saving? Are we saving ammo for something?
No, you want me to kill him?
No. I just don't want to get killed.
Well, kill or be killed, right?
I don't know why, but I take it very personally when I get hit.
Those lead pipes are pretty tough when they hit you.
I got that impression. Like,
It hurts.
whoa, what was that? Oh, okay, good.
She's down. Kick her. Kick her
you're-
while she's down.
Now you're doing it.
Yeah, I know. I just like to run from them. I took Eddie's advice. Yeah, you just run away.
I don't mind. Look, I don't mind running past them if there's some place to go. But if you run past them and you're stuck in a cul-de-sac and they just like come up behind me, I'm not down with that. I want to shout them. Okay. I don't
All right,
wanna
I'll
get
remember
trapped.
that. I'll remember that for you next time.
Like I know something about playing these games. I'm going to tell you how to play.
You
the
just
game.
know you don't want to die. I got it. Okay, so here we actually see a cutscene where Maria shows up, a very big cutscene.
Is it true that if you smash your face into the first aid box, it helps?
Sometimes I wonder. You never actually see him use the first aid.
Rub your face in it? No. Oh, a CD collection.
Mary?
What's that?
Oh,
James.
Maria,
Mary? Oh,
it's you.
it's you.
I thought you were.
Oh, you're already saying it. You're saying it twice now.
Sorry. Anyway, glad you're alive.
Anyway, what do you mean anyway?
She got really angry out of nowhere.
I know, and I'll tell you what, Monica
I was
is a
almost
very
killed.
passionate woman, and when she got angry,
Try to save
everyone trembles.
her
Yeah,
about
she's good.
dead wife.
Hi, Monica. In case you're watching someday
I've never been
on
so
YouTube.
scared my
This
whole
will be on
life.
YouTube, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm Monica's biggest fan.
Well, now the reason why she's going through these mood swings is it's very reflective of Mary and
No, I.
how Mary used to yell at him when she was
Stay
sick.
with me. Don't ever leave.
And the town created her to torment him, basically.
You're supposed to take care of me.
I love this part. You're supposed to take care of me. Playing those heartstrings. Oh, man. Has he got his arms around her? James, what's gotten into
Did you
you?
find her?
He's
Yeah,
forgotten
but-
himself. He thought that was, he got into like,
She
oh, this
ran
is
away.
this is Mary. She's here. Puts his arms around her.
Got to find
Ooh.
her.
She seems to really care about that Laura. Kind of like how Mary probably would have cared about her, you know?
Really seem to care about her. Do you know her?
I've never met her before.
Hmm,
I just feel sorry for her.
heavy.
She's all alone. And for some reason, I feel
Wait,
like
everyone's
it's
saying hi, Monica.
needed.
Maybe they're just responding to us. Okay. All right, so we're down in the basement's basement. We're going to grab a key. Or a ring.
Mary's disease was a very rare form of melanoma.
You know
which
that for a
is-
fact?
I know.
Is that what the developers
telling
say?
you what
or-
I create in my mind the backstory that I play, and I had a friend who died of that very rare disease, and the only way they could describe it to lay people was to say it's a disease of the skin. Now, when you first hear that, you think about things that have happened to your skin over your life, now, and you can't really get it. But then when you dig deeper into it and start researching skin disease, the first thing you find is that the skin is the largest organ of the body. It's an organ in and of itself.
Yeah.
And when it gets messed up, and of course my friend was a PhD researcher and a very intelligent woman, and she studied everything she could to try and save herself from it, but unfortunately it was fatal, and it was quite quick at the end. So when I came to this movie and they said, well, she has a kind of skin disease that's disfiguring her face, I assumed it was that same disease.
Yeah. And you know what? There is a screenshot of her disfigured. So
Yes,
that
yeah,
does prove that, yes.
Yep. Yeah, they described her as being hideous to look at, and that as the disease progressed. So I put those pieces together. So that's how I played it. I brought that to it. They didn't tell me it was. I've forgotten the name.
Oh! That's not a good sign.
No, that big red thing on the corner. It's kind of glowing. I get it. Could you please up my health again?
I'll up your health again.
Thank you.
It's very important we save.
Yeah. Oh, there's something in that big heavy box there. It's the refrigerator that's laying down on the floor. I think we should check that out.
Let's go see it.
Yes. Yeah, definitely pick that up.
Will you open it?
Yes.
You're trying really hard, aren't you?
Maria, give me a hand here.
Come on. You're supposed to be the big man around here. How's a little girl like me supposed to help?
She's sassy.
I probably went through the first 40 years of my life mistaking that women were delicate and I was supposed to carry the bags and open the doors and do the heavy lifting work. And then somewhere after I turned 40, I started realizing that the women in my life were a hell of a lot stronger than they were letting on.
Right?
And that they should probably be doing the lifting as much as I'm doing the lifting. Dave, do you have your daughters help lift stuff now?
Sure.
Yeah. See?
I have to kill these. Ah, stop running forward.
Good job.
Yes, we took care of them.
I stomped the other one. She's still
Yes,
moving.
they're both dead. They're not coming back.
Good work. You neatly dispatched them.
Yeah, well, it's all in a day's work. It's my job to kill these monsters.
Yes, it is. You liquidated them.
The liquidator.
The liquidator. Are we
But
going
yeah.
higher and higher?
Well, we're about done with the hospital part. We got a really big and terrifying situation that we're about to hit right now. Where that red pyramid thing chases us.
What is that on the left right there? The door has like a figure on it.
It is. It's arms sticking out from the door, and someone painted a lady. And
Ah.
what we were supposed to do is find 2 rings.
We got them.
Yes, we have them, but I can't use it here.
Oh.
I have to move a little bit. All right, there. Now I can use it. Ah, someone's about to hit Maria. Okay. All right, so we actually take the rings, we put them on the hands that are sticking out.
Oh, that's gross.
It's weird.
Yeah.
But it definitely gives you an idea that this is a mental asylum.
Ooh. Are they alive? No. Are they living hands? Do they move?
Over there in the corner, you see the nurse.
Oh, yeah, right.
She's swinging away at us while we're doing this.
Ooh, that's not a
Oh,
good...
there's a picture in the chat. Look in the chat. That's a picture that the only picture we have of her with the disease.
Yeah, you see?
It looks
They
like
call
melanoma.
call it a skin disease, but it's coming from the inside out. It's like your skin is rotting from the inside out, not from the outside in. So by the time you see the blemishes on the surface, you're already next to
All right,
dead.
I'm saving.
Thank you.
All right.
And turn around and kill that nurse thing, all right?
Nah, it's done. We can leave it behind. We don't have to go back there. I just took that tip from Eddie, that's all.
All right.
Also Laura. Laura tells me to run away too.
Laura, all right.
Yeah. All right. So we're descending. Now there's these long stairs. And
Thank
what's
you,
gonna
free
happen
dog.
next? All right, here we go. This is where the chase starts.
Okay, guy 998.
998 people
Oh!
just
1,000.
watching you.
1,000.
You better kick ass.
There's too many people here. Too much responsibility.
1,000! 1,000! You hit 1,008!
We did it! Woo!
Wow.
Keep shooting him.
Can you shoot Pyramid Head now?
I was shooting him just so he wouldn't kill Maria, because he can kill Maria here.
Oh, well, we still need her. She draws the flop.
Now here's a cutscene where you are fighting to save Maria.
No! Oh, no! Oh, God. This was a very hard scene to do. Oh. I still feel that.
You do?
Oh, God, yeah.
But emotionally, do you feel it emotionally? Like the emotions
Yes,
you felt?
I feel terrible. I feel really bad.
Oh, man, that must have been so hard to do, though.
Oh, look, we're way over 1,046. Right.
1,046.
It's only uphill from here.
57.
That hurt me. And watching her, that Monica was there that day. We shot that together. And for this scene, they actually built a frame set
With doors.
out of wood, and they had two Japanese assistants working the elevator door. So it was very real. She's there screaming and dying, and I'm on the other side, unable to get through and save her or do anything. It's like all that impotence, right?
Mm-hmm.
The frustration, and then self-loathing and hate and sadness hits after she dies.
Want to read this?
He who is not bold enough to be stared at from across the abyss is not bold enough to stare into it himself. Now, the truth can only be learned by marching forward. This is very James. Follow the map, dummy. There's a letter and a wrench. So, staring into the abyss, great metaphor. And
Oh, yeah.
James is now starting to stare into the abyss. I think he's starting to realize. Letter wrench.
So we got to
That's
go
what-
there. Hey, I might as well say that we are halfway through. This is the
Halfway.
halfway point. What time is it?
Oh my goodness.
How long has it been? An hour and a half?
12:10.
More.
Oh, man. I'll try my best. I'll go as fast as possible. But you're experiencing this game for the first time, so there's a lot of stuff that I want to show you.
Is there anything I need to write down here? Because it looks like... No?
Nope.
Okay.
There's Laura right there.
We're just updating the map with... Ooh, that's Laura.
She was walking
Hey!
outside the window. Hey, wait!
You little rat. You lock me in that room with those box monsters joking my head with their stinky feet.
You're lucky I'm still alive. Okay, here's a kind of really sad part because he's reflecting. So read.
I'm reading it in my head.
Oh,
This is where the story gets really dark.
pretty much, yes.
Mary, what should I do? Are you really waiting for me somewhere? Or is this your way of taking revenge? I'm going to find you, Mary.
I wasn't
And-
skipping that. It
and
just
then-
goes really fast.
And then we're going to end this.
Oh.
Run past.
There's a lot of them.
Run past. Keep going, keep going. What's my stamina running down?
Yeah, you can only run for so long, but now you're kind of jogging.
Yeah.
You start out sprinting and then you jog. There is
Where
a
are we
trick,
heading now?
but we're
Where are we
heading
heading?
to this place on the map, which I know out of memory, so we don't have to look